Good morning, everyone. I think it's still morning. Anyways, I thought I would jump on this morning. I have already called CRA, got stuff looked after there because I was locked out of my account, and it's now time to apply for the CERB again. I've ordered double-sided tape for people's faces so when we color their hair they won't have the string around their ears. So we'll see what happens there. So that's kind of interesting, and I thought today I would bring you a little bit of a exciting thing, I suppose. So about my hair, I still don't know exactly what day or time or month that we're going to be able to reopen the salon. I'm guessing sometime in June. I have a huge list of things that I've ordered. You know, it's expensive, but I'd rather be prepared than not. I've had a couple of team meetings. It seems ongoing. You know, you just plan. At first I thought just masks, and now there's lots of talk about no blow drying hair, and then some people on some of the platforms are saying, well, is there a discounted price? You know, because if I'm getting these services done and I'm not getting my hair finished with a blow dry, then what? Well, it's kind of a complicated situation because as a hair salon owner, first of all, as far as I understand, we can only take one guest at a time per stylist per like 600 meters or something. We can't have more than one person working on the hair, so no assistants, apparently. And all the cleaning products extra that we would normally just have normal. Gloves, face masks, we have to provide or turn the guest away if they're not wearing them. We apparently have to have 30 minutes before our guest and 30 minutes after for cleaning and disinfecting. So we'll see how it actually goes and when the rules really do come out, but I'm preparing for everything I can. Not sure if we're going to be wearing zip-up suits, so team members that come to work will get their temperature taken before entering the salon. As far as I know now, obviously disinfect our hands and wash our hands. Maybe put on a suit before we enter the salon. That will be changed between each client. We've always used a new cape for every single client, so we're prepared as far as that goes. I've never ever used the same cape twice. If I cut your hair with a cape, it goes right into the laundry. So I've always done that. Some places I worked did not like that I did that, but I've always had 2 or 3 sets of equipment and tools so then they can be disinfected in between every client, just as a respect to the people that I see, as well as the integrity of my business. You know, it's not a $10 haircut. So anyway, with all those complications and added expenses, I don't know that we would be able to provide a less expensive service. So if you're, I guess, have questions about that, I really don't have the answers right now, but reach out to me anyways, because I'd like to make sure that I take your questions into consideration. Obviously, whatever guidelines come out is what we have to hold the standard to, you know. But the time that we would be spending with a client, let's say if it's a 45-minute haircut, we now have to spend an hour and 45 minutes to make sure that guest is looked after properly. So there's a big difference between having somebody in your chair for 45 minutes and having to prepare and half an hour before and a half an hour after the service. Anyway, it's just a conversation to have, I suppose. If you guys are wondering what that bell sound is, I'm still not entirely sure who sent this to me, but I have received a Dyson flat iron. It's cordless. It sits on this little stand. It's kind of cool. You can use a cord, so there is a function that you can use a cord. And excuse me, I'm sorry. So this is a magnetic cord. I don't know how to turn off that dinging function, but I will figure it out before I go to the salon. So it is heated up now, and that's what it's telling me. It's quite hot. So I'm going to use it for the very first time in front of you guys. And yes, I do wish that I could turn that off right now. But anyway, so I have blow dried my hair with I got this a few years ago. So I do have a Dyson blow dryer. There's lots of things I do like about it. There's lots of things I don't like about it. But it's kind of cool. It's all magnetic as well. So I have blow dried my hair, and in blow drying my hair, what I put in it is, so the Damage Cure Complex Elixir 1 by Euphora, because I'm a Euphora stylist. I use all Euphora products. And then I used the Nourish Fortify treatment. So I sprayed that in. I did 3 pumps of this, sprayed the Fortify in, and then I did the color lock system. So this color lock system is incredible because it helps keep the moisture in your hair and also the color. So I did this color at the beginning of the pandemic, so the closure. So we closed on, I think it was like March 13th or 14th. And I did a series of videos for you guys. So the last thing that I used was the Sculpture. Okay, so it's like a jelly product. And then Illuminate by Euphora. So I put a pea size of the Sculpture. So about that much, okay? And then I took my Illuminate spray, shook it, and did 2 sprays in my hand, mixed it, and then put it throughout my hair, and then blow dried it. So you can add a little bit afterwards as well, if you want to. I just don't like to waste products. Good to see things, good things for you. Thank you, Cole. And what the reason you were doing, God bless you. I'm not sure what that message is for. Hi, Catherine. Can't wait to see you, that's for sure. Anyway, so that's what I used before blow drying. Then I went ahead and blow dried my hair. And now I'm gonna use, for the very first time, my Dyson flat iron. So, again, I have not used this yet. So I'm gonna do a section at the back of my hair and clip. I'm just gonna use a little clip it up and take my comb. So the importance of a comb, first of all, is to untangle your hair. Ooh, I don't know. and help you pick it up from the scalp. So this seems really heavy, but it is cordless, and it does straighten quite well. My hair is very damaged. Oh, so that was the other thing. I put a heat control product in my hair. So that is right here. So it's a heat styling spray, and it's called Retain by Euphora. So you just spray that in. I like to spray it in and then use my flat iron. So now I'm gonna do the next section. So this little stand is quite cool. It just goes on there. So now I'm gonna take my next section of my hair, part it. So I still find it challenging a little bit to have a mullet. So the shorter hair on top and longer at the back. I like to call it a mullet, because I'm silly like that. So I haven't had back this hair in a really long time. My hair's been short for a few years, so it gets hot. I forgot that. I used to have hair down to my butt, and it would get caught in my seatbelt and all kinds of things. So I wore it up a lot. And then I went to short hair, and now I'm kind of, I don't know, doing different things. So I had this cut by Vanessa several months ago now, and it's been good, but it's different, that's all. So how is everybody doing today? And also I want to know, what do you think about going into a hair salon and getting your hair cut and not blow dried? Also, having to wear a mask is a little bit different for all of us. So, like, I have sourced out a ton of masks, both washable, reusable, and disposable. I got us shields for my team. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? And also, what do you think of my hair so far? It's looking a bit nicer than it did this weekend out. So that makes me happy. So in this case, I really don't have to press very hard on the hair, which is good. I do have some breakage from all the lightening I did at the beginning of this pandemic, as you can see. So my hair is a bit delicate or in and around the sides. But it's doing a really good job straightening. Although I have a massive amount of hair, it's very fine strands and it's naturally curly, but unevenly curly. Yeah, it's an interesting type of hair. So I'm going to lift this up, try and see as I do it. You don't want to have your flat iron too hot, but in this particular case, I can feel that you definitely lightly close it. You do not clamp down on the hair at all. Otherwise it feels a bit pulley and probably fries the hair. So yeah, would you guys have a problem with going into a hair salon and not getting your hair blow dried? And do you understand why there wouldn't be possibly a discount or a lesser price than usual if that did happen. I do need your feedback because some of the requirements, I mean, I would do hair for everyone for free if I could. However, I can't. So, and I have spent a lot of money and a lot of years mastering this craft, and I have lots and lots of years to go to continue to master it. So, yeah, I just want to know what you all think of this uncertain time. I think there's going to be different phases of the ability of what we can do. There's talks of that. I'm part of all kinds of hairstyling platforms and companies and Zoom calls and yeah, like there's never a dull moment in my life anymore. I mean, not that there ever was, but I thought with cutting out the physically doing hair that maybe I would have less to do, but it hasn't turned out that way. And quite frankly, I don't know that I would do very well in a scenario that I didn't have a ton of things to do. So, yeah, so the question is, when we do reopen, if the requirements are for us not to blow dry hair and style your hair, how would you feel? Would you feel like you were getting taken advantage of, or would you understand that for a 45-minute haircut it now requires the stylist to take an hour and 45 minutes if that becomes the case? So yeah, and if you could only get a haircut and not coloring services to begin with, how would you feel about that? So I'm looking forward to your responses. You can put them in the chat box here, or you can private message me. I do spend quite a lot of time on answering messages. Also, if you are interested in purchasing any of these products that I've used today or any other day, you can message me. You can call the salon because it's a cell phone and I have it with me. You can text the salon phone number, which is 613-882-8046. So all of those options are available to you. And I would like to know, how did you like this little demo of my new Dyson flat iron? This is my hair flat ironed. I mean, it's a little smoother, a little bit more shine. You know, they show with long hair doing curls. Maybe another day I'll do some curls in my hair for you with this device. It would not be something that I would have necessarily bought myself because I don't have the money right now, but it is cool to have. So, you know, and hair is my life. So I'm going to be playing around with that a lot in the next little while. But yeah, so if you guys can get back to me on your thoughts, what are you hoping to have done when we reopen? How are you thinking? Do you have any anxieties wrapped around the fact that it seems for sure that we have to wear masks, which I'm fine with. It probably will be uncomfortable for a while, but Josie, yeah, you think it would depend on the service. If you were getting a trim, you wouldn't mind at all. I can't see more, but okay, here we go. It would suck not being able to see the finished product. Yeah. but not a deal breaker. Yeah, Josie, I really appreciate that, because if that is the case, then there's absolutely nothing in any stylist or owner's power that we can do to change that. So it really makes me happy. I mean, you have been somebody that I have seen for probably 15, 20 years. So I do appreciate the understanding and sharing your opinion. It makes me really happy to know that you feel safe to do that. And I will have my Dyson flat iron, Josie, to try out on you. So hopefully we'll be able to use it. I mean, we will be able to use it one day. Like one day we'll be able to get back to, you know, fully blow drying hair, I'm sure. I have confidence in that. I have been watching a lot of around the world's hair salons and how they're doing and some of their anxieties, you know, questions that we have. They've been very, very good at opening up and telling us some of the things that they're running into. So what Ontario decides to do for us, you know, to implement rules, I am fine with following rules that are going to help us as a whole. I mean, I've always had a love for people. So, you know, if I can help in any way, I will try my best. So I am going to end with that. If any of you have any more questions or want to reach out to me, please, please message me. I look forward to hearing from you, and I can't wait to call all you guys to get appointments. Super excited that even if it's a month away, then at least it's a month away, right? So I have dividers and ideas for certain areas of the salon to move around and go in and change things up. Obviously, there's going to be no magazines. I got a device to disinfect our cell phones and all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm interested to see how it's going to work. And I love you all. Bye.